So excited! All these guys can be like...
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Macy's on State Street. Happy tree lighting. My name is Darren Ritterbush. I'm one of the assistant store managers here at Macy's on State Street. We are so excited and honored today to have Bill and Giuliana with us. With a $150 purchase of hotel bedding collection, you will receive not only get a chance to meet them, but also a signed copy of their new book. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the dynamic couple, Bill and Giuliana. Hey guys. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
Cute baby. Can I have her? I'll trade you for a book, no? I'll do anything to have a baby. How are you guys? Great. Thank you so much for coming.
Happy holidays, guys. Did you guys see the tree lighting upstairs? Or is it downstairs? Upstairs. It's upstairs, so I'll turn it around.
It was pretty cool though, huh?
I know.
It feels like the holidays, which is kind of unbelievable because it feels like summer was yesterday. But I love this time of year. Not only do you get to spend it with family and friends and all that good stuff and eat yummy food, but you get to dress cute, which we love, right? I see the little scarves here. And so we're just so thrilled to be here. We're so happy you guys come out because we love Chicago.
We have good news now that she has done the official tree lighting in the Walnut Room. She is officially a Chicagoan.
That's right. Officially a Chicagoan. I married you though. I mean, that made me a Chicagoan, right?
We did. She did marry me, and I married her, and that's why we wrote this book.
That's right.
Called I Do Now What?
Yes.
So tell everyone how we came about.
Well, you know, we do the reality show. I don't know if you guys have seen Giuliana and Bill, our reality show.
Everyone watch that show?
And yeah, so we started doing that show, and everyone told us the show's never going to work because we weren't a couple that flipped over tables and slapped each other and treated each other
She does
backwards.
slap me occasionally.
But not on camera, no. And so people were like, you know, reality shows don't work unless they're really scandalous and crazy. And we were just determined to make a reality show that was real, about a couple that actually loved each other and cared about each other, but still make it entertaining and fun. And so, you know, our show year after year, it's only been growing, and it's one of the top reality shows. And we thank all of you guys because
Thanks
it
for
really
watching.
proves. Yeah.
So after the show aired, people would come up to us and they'd say, well, you know, you guys seem like you have such a great relationship. You know, what's the secret? And we didn't know the secret, so we went out and we did research. We talked to counselors and people who've been married 50 plus years, and we did a lot of interviewing, and that's how we came up with the book, I Do Now What. So we've got a lot of little nuggets in there, a lot of our personal stories on what we do in our relationship to keep things alive and make things work, and even some of the stories about when we met. And I'll tell the one quick story. When we first met, Giuliana told me she was 29 years old.
God.
It's a true story.
Why do you? This
and
is 5 years ago.
Well, it's a funny part of the book. So it's about 30 days before her 30th birthday, and I'm going to put together a surprise party because no one was calling me about this.
Yes.
So I start calling her friends and her relatives and her mom and her sister, and no one's returning my call. And I think, what loser friends you have? They're not returning my call for her 30th birthday.
Yeah.
And then they bring me to dinner, and it's her and her sister, and they're sitting across the table, and her sister says, you better tell him now, Giuliana.
Yeah.
And I have this panicked look in my face because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she's pregnant.
Which is impossible because I'm Christian. So it was impossible we weren't married yet.
And it turned out she was 31, turning 32. So I learned about Hollywood years.
Yes, it was my Hollywood age, you know, and also as all women, you know, you meet a new guy, especially you start reaching your late 20s, you're not ready to put
This is not advice I would advise, ladies.
Yes, take this advice. So I wasn't ready to put a 3, you know, before my age. I just wasn't ready, so I was hanging on for dear life. And so what? I cheated. I shaved a couple of years off. No big deal, right?
No big deal.
And so now he still brings it up. So it's
that was 12 years ago. Doesn't she look great?
But you know what? You will always be older than me, darling. You will always feel, not much, but you will always feel older.
So should we do a couple questions?
Yeah, why don't we do? I don't think we're supposed to, but we are. Oh yes, you tell it.
Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Scott. I have one question to ask you.
Yes. He has a question.
What was it like to be married with a nice apprentice winner from Chicago?
What is it nice to be married to the apprentice winner from Chicago? It's damn good. I'll tell you, I used to watch his season of The Apprentice. Who watched the first season of The Apprentice? And who knew Bill was going to win? Yes. Me and you. Two of us. And I remember I would watch, and week after week, and they would downplay Bill at the beginning, because when we first started dating, I'm like, did you notice they downplayed you? He's like, yeah, they kind of did that because they knew he was going to go on to the finals. And I was just enamored. Every week I would watch him, and I just thought he was such a fox. I know that word is so 80s. I love it. Let's bring it back. Call everyone a fox. Anyways, and I just thought he was so amazing. But more than the good looks, he just played the game fairly and with honor and dignity, and I love that. While everyone else in that show was, stabbing each other in the back and trying to find the quick way to win, he did it with such, pride and honor, and I just loved it. And so when we met, I actually interviewed him for E! And when I heard the assignment in the newsroom, I pushed every other girl out of the way. I was like, I'm going to that shoot. And I interviewed him, and that was it. And we fell in love. We were engaged 8 months. I was going to say 8 weeks. 8 months. I'm not a Kardashian. Don't air that. That'll be on E! News. Who talks smack about the Kardashians? It was me. But anyways, and so, but it's
We're not going to get invited over to the Jenner's house anymore.
No, we are. That's over.
They live down the street from us. We're done.
Okay, I think we have to do this time, but can we do one more question? Go ahead.
Do you have future plans of permanently moving back to Chicago?
Great question.
We do, because we have a restaurant opening up in January. Illinois and Dearborn. If you guys know where the Ben Powell used to be, well, we've taken over the Ben Powell space, and you're all invited to opening night.
Yes. So absolutely we do. Right now my job is in LA, but I just got to convince Seacrest to come out to Chicago. And he does love it here, so you never know. So we love it here, so we'll definitely raise our kids.
We're getting in trouble. We're getting in trouble. So, all right.
We'll do questions over here.
I'm Donna's sister.
The name of the restaurant?
How are you?
The name we are going right from here over to the location to meet with our partners, and we're having a naming meeting this afternoon. So any suggestions we're open for when you come through. Mama the Panty.
Here's the thing with Mama de Panties. We love the name.
I want to say one thing about Mama de Panty.
What about
Mama de Panty, I've known her for 5 years, guys. You guys watch the show, you know Mama de Panty does not speak a word of English, right?
No.
As soon as we start talking about percentages and profits in the restaurant, perfect English.
We're Italian. What do you want from us? We turn it on when the money conversations. Anything about money or food, we turn it on. But anyway, so we're trying to figure out the name now because it's going to be actually a really cool spot. We felt like Mama de Panties might be a little old world, so we're trying to figure it out. I
told you put a microphone in her hand, she won't shut up.
I know, you should have.
You're getting yelled at by the boss over here.
I know.
So.
Can I sit over there on my good side, honey? Come on. Give me you have two good sides.
Thank you. All right. This gentleman here, and then we're done with the questions.